So I did something that I don't do very often. I woke up Saturday morning and I said, the sermon I have completely ready to go is not going to preach. And I decided to go a totally different direction, which is usually not a great idea because you usually need a few days to really think through something difficult. But sometimes I think you just have to speak. I thought about wearing my Black Lives Matter t-shirt today, but then I also thought about the fact that I don't have a t-shirt that says Asian Lives Matter, and what does that even kind of say too? Then I thought about, white silence is violence, which I hope this message comes through loud and clear here. Like Ellie said, not just now and then, but on and on and on, that those of us who have the privilege of being light-skinned people are the heart of what needs to change in this country, and we have to speak up as solidly as we can. So we come to this moment when, thankfully, the scripture today is one that calls us forward in a beautiful, hopeful way. And so that's what we're going to do today, is move forward in a beautiful, hopeful way. It's the beginning of the Sermon on the Mount, which is this, really instruction on the Mount, maybe, where Jesus, it's kind of like the top hits, he brings all the good words together. And each gospel writer, Matthew and Luke, tell this a little bit differently. They're both sharing the Gospel of Mark. They have that written maybe 20 years before. And then they have a missing document that scholars call Q, that if you've got that in your attic, it's worth a lot, that they're both also looking at. And they then choose and pick and put it together a little differently. And Matthew has a much longer version and has more blessings and has more words about persecution. So he's obviously going with kind of something different in his mind. And we've talked about this before, that Matthew is the most Jewish of the Gospels. Jesus kind of shows up like Moses, and he even puts the Gospel together in these kind of 5 chunks, like Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, kind of like the Torah. When Jesus saw the crowds, he went up the mountain, and after he sat down, his disciples came to him. Then he began to speak and taught them, saying, "Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are those who mourn, for they will be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the earth. Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they will be filled. Blessed are the merciful, for they will receive mercy. And blessed are the pure in heart, for they will see God. Blessed are the peacemakers, for they will be called children of God. Blessed are those who are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people revile you and persecute you and utter all kinds of evil against you falsely on my account. Rejoice and be glad, for your reward is great in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you."